Hi, my name is Denise Boyce. Have you been called a mistake? I have been too. It's pretty hurtful. I hope my story will encourage you. I was adopted, and throughout life my mother really let me know that I looked just like my biological father. They told me all the stories and how bad he was and etc. She had started one of the baby books and where the parents can write in it, and my biological father wrote in it. So at age 21, she took it out of the cedar chest, she gave it to me, and when I read it, I asked her if she'd help me find him, and she did. We agreed, he and I agreed to meet at a park, and I was so nervous because I've never seen him. And I had my book with me so I could show him what he wrote, and I did. I remember walking up to him and asking him what did he mean by this. He said, I didn't get to spend a lot of time with you, and I'll tell you all about it someday. So I said, today is someday. Can you please tell me what happened? And he said, well, Dee, he said, you was nothing but a big mistake. I didn't love your mother, and I didn't want a child. And I mean, that hit so hard. I mean, I didn't show it though. I held it in. And I said, I was okay. So, we talked for a little bit and then we left. He was an over-the-road truck driver, and he sent me a postcard, and it wasn't, hey, I love you. It was, hey, look at me, I'm here or I'm there. So when he came in, there was a second meeting. That didn't work out too good either. And then there was a third meeting, like 10 years later. This is throughout life. That third meeting I really had high hopes in, because at that time I was a Christian. He was a Christian. In fact, he was a pastor. He had a ministry where he would sing, go to churches, different churches to sing. And I was like, this time's going to be different. And I had such high expectations. And, I went to him, and it didn't work. He had so many different women, and me and him would talk on the phone, and we would discuss scripture, and I'd tell him, you can't keep doing this. You're a pastor. And he really didn't want to hear that, so he did whatever he wanted to do. One of his girlfriends had given me a car, and it was a beautiful car, and I so appreciate her. She was, trying to love on me, and I think he got mad. He got jealous because I think he wanted the car. Long story short there, she had called and asked if, he was seeing anybody, and I'm like, well, yeah, he's married. She's like, what? And I'm like, uh-oh. So sure enough, he called me on the phone not too long after that, and he was really mean. He wasn't cussing, but he said this. He said, I promise you this, I'm going away and nobody's going to find me. You'll not be able to find me again. My whole insides went, phew. Anyhow, I told him, I said, I'm so sorry you feel that way. And then I hung up the phone. Months later, I get the notification from his family that he passed away. I did not go to the funeral. Half his family liked me, the other half didn't. I didn't want to cause any strife. I remember crying that whole day, and it wasn't because he passed away. It was because I was just never accepted by him. So I got in the Word, and thank God for Jesus. There was a scripture that he showed me. It's John 15:18. He said, this is Jesus speaking. He said, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. And I'm like, yeah, if they could hate Jesus, anybody could hate me. The scripture I want to share with you today, if you've been, somebody's told you you're a mistake or you're no good or whatever it is that you've been told, number one, I want to tell you that's a lie. And I want to share this scripture with you. It's Psalms 27:10. It says, when my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take care of me. And get the Amplified version. The Amplified says, although my mother and father have abandoned me, yet the Lord will take me up and adopt me as his child. Get that today. That's the word for you today. If you've been abandoned or hated as a child by one of your parents, I'm here to tell you that Jesus wants you. He approves of you. The King of Glory loves you. He created you. He finds no fault in you. You are perfect. And He loves you so much. So remember that. Don't let what they said to you in your past dictate your future, because God's got great things in store for you, and you're the child of a king. Hey, if this has helped you, like, comment, share. Please share it, because there's a lot of people out there that's been told they was a mistake. You're not. They're not mistakes. None of us are mistakes. We're sit here for divine purpose. So thank you for watching, and hey, subscribe to my channel, because I'll keep doing little videos like this for encouragement in these last days. God bless you.